Let's check. Let's see if everything's ready. Okay. Okay. Uh.
Jerseys and shit.
Okay. So what's up, everybody, man? So Zero decided to make this live, and in this live, I had a couple people telling me that I was right about things about how the dating scene is and how compromise. There's a couple videos that I made about last year because I don't think I made a lot of videos this year. I think last year and the years before when I told you that the things that these women wanted you to do in order to be with them. Um, I told you there were certain things about Zero that I didn't like, and here we go right here. So basically, in this live stream, is that especially the Mr. Fantastic, talking shit about tricking people. Um, then they try to, gear up. Oh yeah, trickings are the only people that's getting what they want. Also, he telling you to compromise yourself in order to get with the good-looking women in this country instead of just telling you to get a passport. At some point, he told you know, he encouraged the passport. He had some good points, but he never made it a valuable option. If you don't want to do this bullshit over here, just do it over there. All right. And you had people in this chat, and I don't know, some people on the panel, you know, uh, I remember when Aegon was supposed to be a passport guy about 3-4 years ago. When he broke up with his baby mom, he hooked up with a single mom and had a kid with her, I think, and she was Spanish or Puerto Rican, and he had problems with her, so he was trying to get all that out while on here. He couldn't travel. He was getting a passport. I think it fell through with Marco. Marco stopped hanging out with, I think. I don't know if Marco stopped hanging out with them because he's not on panels with them, none of that. Marco's in his own world. And if you don't know who Marco was, who is, he's an American dude who's over in Colombia, who showed all the people here. He was introduced by Mr. Fantastic on, look, you can be like me if you get your shit together, and you can be able to do this and have a player's life in another country. You just got to get your shit together. And people didn't like the fact that Marco was an American and he was doing something that a lot of these people couldn't do. Even you had your boy Ron Wills. Wait. Oh. You had your boy Ron Wills so jealous that everybody called him out. All these guys seem to not show their women. These guys was bragging about how much game they had, but Marco played the fuck out of them. He had 3-4 girls that looked better than half of the girls that these niggas had in this space. So Aegon Zero, and Aegon had a long time stream, and at some point, Marco had a back and forth with all these guys and was like, y'all compromise. He pretty much called them compromise. And he said he didn't want to be fucking with them no more. This is why I don't think he's around them like that. He bases like, fuck this, man. I don't want to be around compromise. Why you negotiating with ugly hoes? He pretty much was like, why you negotiation with ugly hoes? Why you negotiate with women in general? Get the fuck out of there and get the fuck away from these people and go somewhere else, like he did. And I think it blew up with Marco and Aegon. He was like, man, I can't be around this type of stuff no more. And he bounced. So we're gonna hear how compromised Zero wants you to be. Now he does make some good points, and I'm gonna try to get to some of those points, but because I'm not trying to misrepresent him, but it seemed like he want you to compromise yourself without actually giving you a better option. The one thing I respect about Man of Tomorrow is Man of Tomorrow told you either take the deal or you don't. Get your shit together and you don't have to take the deal. What I say is you can look at the piece of paper that he's trying to hand you to deal with none of these people over here, and then you be like, nah, I ain't doing it. And if you stay here, that deal, you're gonna be locked inside. You're gonna be locked inside whatever that deal is here, at whatever kind of level you think you at here. And you shouldn't try to like up your deal or do something else, because eventually you ain't gonna like the person you looking at. So let's hear what he has to say.
In dirty ass rooms, you know, bragging about the Charger that they drive. That's the difference.
So part of this live, because I looked at the whole thing, because I just found something to do. Yeah, like y'all see on my live, I was playing Watch Dogs 2 and Final Fantasy Rebirth. Played a little of that. And throughout this live, he was talking down to the player type niggas, and how hypocritical they are, right? But at some point, little longer than this, he was telling you about the George Floyd shit. This is one thing I hate. I lost respect for King Sigma. 2 is because y'all was using this man's death to get pussy. Y'all turn liberal in order to get some sex. The same women you niggas talk about, you want sex from, and you will lie just to get sex from these women. And it's despicable to me, cause I showed y'all the chicks who try to talk to me. Like I said, my old Instagram, because this is my second Instagram. My old Instagram was a gold mine, and my old Facebook was a fucking gold mine. Jesus, man. Fucking weather changing like crazy. Fucking my sinuses up. So I never try to be compromised, and that's one thing that pissed me off about this society, is that they want men to be compromised in order to get some women. And I learned that back in the day when I was like 14, 15. How every dude that I knew seemed to compromise themselves for women. And they use other men as sacrificial lambs in order to get vagina. Either money. You see it in this. You see it in the fragments of the Black Manosphere, right? Your boy Mr. Fantastic, he reunites, or he light up the flame of hate for these women that these dudes have to have sex with. And they can't say this shit to women, but Mr. Fantastic can. It's the same shit that happened with Obsidian. Obsidian got paid. I don't get really that much support because I don't have. I kind of now get it now. I don't have content that has a woman hating content, or woman hating content that niggas are having sex with. Mine's is like an in between shit. I see a lot of people, some of the people who commented on my stuff, or some people giving cash apps to other individuals, females and everything else. Certain people, not everybody. And where I ask for support and I don't get it. So I'm like, I understand it. I don't have that content like these other guys do. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of a great thing. That's why I kind of like fell back a little bit. Like, I'm like, they can listen to these other guys. And I just come back once in a while when somebody, at least try to support. And one person supports, and he's an avid supporter, and he's cool. You got a lot of these dudes who branch that hate, like Tommy Sotomayor. He hates the women he has access to. That's why he talks about them. Right? he sticks his dick in the same women that he talks so much shit about. Same thing with Mr. Fantastic. Same thing with some of the people in Mr. Fantastic chat. If you don't care for these chicks, then why the fuck are you sitting here? You can't talk shit about them and then somehow, some way, still have sex with them. It's like me talking about a box of cereal and say how bad it is, and then you see me eating that same box of cereal. Or I'm telling you how bad McDonald's is, but for some reason I have McDonald's bag with me and I'm eating McDonald's fries and burgers and shit. It's a hypocritical shit. You can't talk about these chicks and then fuck them and eat pussy from them. Because then it turns you into a super grifter. And you can't talk about shit in a subjective way, an objective way. You can't. You're compromised. And I seen it. You know, your boy O'Shea, Angry Man, and Obsidian. The three pillars of the so-called manosphere, they're done. The last one was Obsidian. And people wanted me to make a video about that. But I was like, man, if people support, then I would have made a video about it. Because I really didn't want to make a video about Obsidian like that at all. So I'm like, yeah, nobody wanted to support a little bit. Okay, I don't really care. You know, the Obsidian shit. I made posts here and there. You know, your boy Super Sly targeting Eric July, and you show how much of a hater that nigga is. I told y'all, whoever listens to Super Sly is one of they kind of the, I'm not gonna say the people that listen to him, but I'm saying his avid fans. Let me correct my vocabulary on certain things. People who are avid in his on his comment sections and in his stream, those people are fucking the bottom of the barrel, because they watch him do this with Passport Bros. Isn't it funny that the weird lady who go to Africa has no videos on her channel talking about the eight black women who go to Ghana who got killed? Or they never talked about how African American women go over to Africa to pay for poor guys, but third world penis. Why nobody talks about that? Everybody took shots at guys going to Colombia and them getting killed, and they were just relishing it, talking about Floyd. But now it's the women's time, and none of you niggas talking about it. It kind of give me a side eye to all these niggas who act like they fair or act like they for men, right? So let's
movement.
Yo, he got a passport tattooed. Like, did he get the barcode on there?
The in-house term better, but it's not sucker for love or whatever. Cause it definitely. I think a lot of times they don't even love the bitch. It's just they gotta have a bitch around them.
Yes.
I mean, look at how they're
raising some side about me.
Like the woman validates you even being able to talk about this shit. That's part of the problem. Like if you don't have one, then you a pussless, hugless ass nigga.
Yeah, kind of niggas think relationships
now was that word.
The birds I used to call it for like sucker for love, like you just fall in love quick. But it's like you're right. They just need a bitch around.
Yeah, but it also helps in these conversations because what I was talking about earlier, dudes will use their relationship or marriage to shield them from any type of pushback or criticism when they're talking about this shit. Like you'll have relationship and marriage niggas hopping up in streams talking about single nigga life shit, and the second you challenge their position, they go, "Well, I'm married. I ain't like you."
Yeah, I ain't like you niggas.
Why the fuck are you here?
I gotta watch at home. Just like bitches when they say they throw up their ring and shit.
And that's the biggest problem I had in the space too. I talked about that, right? I talked about guys coming in this space, married guys coming in this space in some of my videos and saying that why the fuck are you here if you are a married guy? You won. Don't tell single niggas what to do. Don't tell single men what to do. Just like the dude, remember the dude that the barber that was in Obsidian's chat? You know, that dude that was in Obsidian chat, and he was always talking about game and or how he got women and all this other stuff. And then we found out the buddy was he married to a single mom. He he was married to he's married to a single mom. He took care of her daughter, and her daughter ended up being a single mom. What a great father. And everybody roast the fucking shit out of him because he was talking so much shit. Even I think it was an Aegon stream or in Kuda's DJ Kuda's stream. Oh yeah, and DJ Kuda, man, that piece of shit, man. How the fuck are you gonna go over to a whole different country? Mind you, DJ Kuda used to be an anti-passport dude, and I called him out in one of his live streams because I think he took my wrench away, and I didn't really care. And he took everybody wrench away because he thought nobody supported him. But you know, I was there when he let the game niggas come over his panels and shit and absorb all his fucking his clout when he was having his shit. That's why his views is down. That game shit, nobody gives a fuck about that shit no more. But I called him out in the chat and I said, dude, if you had the answers to everything, then you can go to local men in Thailand and tell them how to get their women, if women are the same. I said this shit with everybody. If women were the same everywhere, your ass can go over and every advice you have for women here and every advice you have for women over there, then you can use it and sell books over in their country. I said, good luck. Good luck thinking that shit was going to be valuable and feasible, because motherfuckers will come and hit you. They will come and get you out of here. They're not playing around with you. And nobody wanted to say anything back. My video I got on the statistics about if women are the Mythbusters statistics. And said if women are the same everywhere, then you guys can go and get every woman all over the planet. And I'm talking about black dudes. I mean, I'm going to show y'all different types of dudes in relationships who don't fit a certain bill that's white and black. And we're gonna break it down on a certain perspective on what would you do? What do you think they are? You know, it would be kind of like, what do you think? It's going to be your perspective on the outside trying to talk about them. It'd be a fun little series, right? It's an engaging series, right? So I'm going to say this now that, you know, I'm sick and tired. And there's people on supposedly our side who has like some bad fucking takes, man. You know, try to tell me, yeah, I've been over there before. It's like that. I'm like, if it's like that, then the men would be coming over here to date. If it was like that. Because it's terrible in some of these countries. That's why the guys are going somewhere else. And they tend to funnel in certain places and they stay there. Y'all thought it was just black people. You thought it was black niggas that was going overseas fucking up places. The place has been fucked up because they wasn't getting what they want in their own countries. From Germany, from fucking Paris, from fucking Australia, New Zealand, all these different Western places, the UK. You see these niggas all over these so-called pay-for-play countries, and nobody talked about them. The women try to go over there and end up getting disappeared and end up getting fucked up or beat up or something. But, you know, it's like, oh, wow, I didn't. You know, they try to do the thing. They try to do the shit they try to fuck up their environment and then try to go over to another environment that they can't control, and it doesn't work out. Ask the numbers. The numbers of femicides. Or that's what it's called, femicides? Was it femtalities? Ask that question. Ask those countries who got high femtalities that is feminism running wild over there. Soon as women try that westernized bullshit, they end up in a fucking floor with their head bashed in. Or they end up gone. Their head cut off, and the husband and the boyfriend end up somewhere else, hang somewhere. Dudes don't play that overseas. Indian guys are known for that shit. Niggas don't talk about that. You mess with an Indian dude, the shit that y'all niggas think they more of a man than black niggas, man. Indian dudes, you cheat on them, next minute you know the woman do walk into the police station with his wife's head walking down the street like, yo, she cheated. I don't care. And throw that shit on the floor and be like, yo, she cheated. That's it. There's no joke over there. Feminism not running wild. Feminism is installed in some of these countries, but it's not running wild. Because the people already over there, they put that shit in check with violence. They don't give a fuck about the government. They don't care about jail. They don't give a fuck. You got videos of them beating the shit out of their wives and girlfriends because she's back. You see it in China. You see it in Korea. You see it in the fucking Thailand. I read Thailand news. I read Brazilian news. I read some Indian news. Are you serious? You talk about feminisms everywhere. No, it's not. Niggas are getting checked. Also, the numbers don't show that shit. That they not as suppressed as men over here. They got access to prostitution. And I mean, if you've seen the OnlyFans chicks in some of these other countries, their numbers are low as fuck. They gotta go over here. They gotta tap into this market because their market, the niggas don't give a fuck about women over there selling ass. I mean, the dudes over there don't give a fuck about women selling fucking feet pictures and pictures from OnlyFans. You know why? Because they got access to the women that we don't have. More beautiful women. The higher numbers of women overseas that look better than the women here. Mind you, there's countries out here right now, they don't have a winner like that. They don't have a winner. They might have their regular weather is about 70 at 80 degrees. And sometimes it gets to 100 or even 90 or 100. And it stays steady to like 80 degrees and 80, 70 degrees. And their coldest will be probably 60 or 50 degrees. That's their coldest. But they never dipped into the 20s or the 10s. Some of these countries are hot countries. So people are always active in these countries. Something's always happening. They don't have a winner, except in certain locations. So of course these women look 10 times better. Because they have to have activity. The activity, you can't just be cooped up in a house in some of these countries. You gotta actually go out. They don't have a certain pattern where you're sweating most of the time. This is why in Dominican Republic or in Brazil or in other countries, the dudes are not muscular and big. This is why I say that universal bullshit of self-improvement don't work. That's the reason why these niggas don't sell books over these countries. You're not going to tell a guy who is 130 pounds that he can't get bitches in his own country because he ain't going to the gym. You stupid motherfucker. You think that's a viable thing? You can't go to an Indian country and say, "Oh man, you ain't a built dude. You gotta have game and swag." You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that in Thailand. DJ Kuda's not doing that type of shit in Thailand. Oh yeah, man, you need to go self-improve and get your hair locks and all this other shit. No, it don't work that way. Niggas ain't gonna jump in the gym. There's only a small percent of niggas over there in that countries who are built. Same thing. You gonna go to South Korea and tell every Korean guy that he need to go to the gym and get 6-pack abs? No, it don't work that way. None of that shit worked that way. It was never like that. None of them don't work that way. But hey, somehow, some way, you know all universal women think. Get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, but they don't even like the nigga that they with, but just the marriage valid. They point to the finger.
I think the other frustrating part also ends up being how, if you try to say something about the marriage institution, suddenly you got to be married to talk about marriage.
There you go. That's another one.
So, I don't mean to misdo this because I'm not going to do it. Let me repeat again. In this live stream, it wasn't all about compromise. He was actually making good points. So listen to the stream. I'm just pointing out the shit that he said. I'm not misrepresenting what he's saying. In this beginning of the stream, he said a lot of good points. but then he start to go decline because of his own bias. So Mr. Fantastic might say stupid shit like, you guys, if we had certain holes in front of us, we would go and have sex with them. And I remember when I said, don't let other men tell you who to like. And I showed all the women that I liked, and they didn't look nothing like no fucking hoes over here. And this is why I always gotta get. I've been destroying dudes in comment sections, females in comment sections, by just telling me your top 5 women and my top 5 women, and let me see if it matches up. And they don't like it, because finally they getting smartened up, like, oh shit. And then they see my videos, and I'm like, yeah, these are the women that I like. These are the selective women that I like, their qualities, and not qualities. There are certain physical attributes that I like, and I put those in the higher ranking. I don't do the 4s and the 5s and the 6. I go by different attributes that I think is a higher level for looks, and the higher level of quality, I think, for certain girls, for me, or attributes for me, is curly hair. That's the highest attraction level that I think a woman could possess. So then I start breaking down from facial structures, certain head shape. Before I even get down to the body, skin tone, blah blah blah, niggas can't compete. All they talking about ass and titties and shit, and like, yo, that you can't put that motherfucker in front of me. I told dudes already, I said, you put that chick in the room with me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of her. Cause you putting her in the room with me naked and thinking I'm gonna do something with her. You gonna get her hurt. Oh yeah, you gay. No, I'm not attracted to her. Stop telling me to try that. Stop trying to force me to like the bitches you like. You're not control of my dick. Yes, it might get excited, but I won't touch her. That's the whole point, nigga. I'm not like you. I got more self-control. I'm from a different breed than you, dumb dickhead. And I have videos. I have nudes from certain chicks. What the fuck? Are you serious? Stop trying to speak for other niggas, man.
That's everybody. Your motherfuckers always try to, as soon as
relationship, or else you just don't have the relationship, or you can't be with a bitch, period. Like, what happens then? We gonna go crazy?
And no, zero. And again, you said it. I forget. I was trying to catch up in the stream like 2 times speed, bro. And you said it. Niggas fighting technology. Y'all keep saying this shit is crazy.
And mind you, Mr. Fantastic was the same motherfucker that made fun of Zan. I'm gonna give y'all a history lesson. Now Mr. Fantastic is all for sex dolls, all for male sexual toys, so men don't be in this bullshit. But he was making fun of Zan a couple years ago. The guy with the sex doll, his name was Zan. He came. It was during the levels of. It was during the reign of O'Shea. O'Shea doing his Sunday Night Rumbles. He invited Zan on, and Zan told his story about why he got sex dolls only, and he don't mess with real females anymore. He said it to themselves. He was a military dude. He said it. He said, I'm not going to do this over again. It's too exhausting and stuff. And then your boy Ramil had something to say. You piece of shit registered bad guy something to say. The man who sit in the chair, Super Sly, had something to say. And your boys, Mr. Fantastic, he was one of the most dudes who had something to say about Zan. Oh, I don't see myself fucking no doll. I need some pussy. He making an advocate on his show. Some people be telling me the things he say, and I'm probably gonna bounce over here when Mr. Fantastic literally showed you what side he was on, because he sat back and tried to do a jab at men going overseas for transgender and shit. But Super Sly made that dumb shit up. Yeah, it's dudes that go over there, but the majority of surface level niggas that go over there, the ones that represent the shit, you don't see a lot of them doing that. You see the white boys doing some shit like that. But I never seen any black dudes on live camera walk around with transgenders. Never. But
Android bitches are coming, dog. It's no. I tell you, I know the shit sound far fetched. I know it sound crazy. I know it just sound like some tinfoil hat bull.
And Zero said on this stream too that women don't want to go back to dating the women. Women don't want to go back to dating the men they don't want to, because a lot of them would take their own lives. And I'm like looking at that and I'm hearing that and I'm like, well, you think the men are gonna sit here and date the women they don't want to date? Why you think Passport Bros is an option? Why you think guys will just stay alone? But we get made fun of because somehow, some way, we can't sniff through this landfill of dating scene and just find one. That's like telling somebody that there's a gold watch in a landfill and you can find it and you can sell it. And we got a vendor for you to sell it. I'm not gonna go into the landfill where it's probably dead bodies, it stinks, and probably got rats up in there. And even something else that's in there. Just to find a gold watch so I can sell it. The fuck out of here, man. Same thing with the dating scene. It's a fucking landfill. I'm not doing all that bullshit. That's the gaslighting shit. Oh yeah, man, you just can't find one. No, motherfucker, I'm not digging through this shit. And let me tell you this now. I don't like this I don't like this trend that niggas are sitting there and talking about, oh, guys with no sexual experience and women experience, they're not going out there. Why the fuck would I tell any motherfucker to come out here and experience this bullshit where these women are just lying on guys, they're nuclear rejecting them? I mean, they're fucking them over, they're spilling out their business. Why would I fucking tell a guy and unleash a guy in the worst dating market, but then turn around and say shit like, I'm good for men? No, the only way that I think this feasible, look, men don't have a sexual outlet in this country. They don't even have a dating option in this country that wouldn't fuck them over. Why would I tell a 30-something-year-old or 40-something-year-old who just finally get around to dating to fuck himself over and get told no 1,000 times, or get fucked over and get laughed at because he ain't sexually experienced? And how fucked up his mind would be in this environment where women rule the shit. And talking about experience. I'd rather him look at somebody else's experience and say, fuck that, I'm not going to do it, and do the alternative. I'd rather give somebody and point somebody into a safe position. And a safe position is overseas. You'll learn, if you go overseas, you can learn what took niggas literally half of their life to learn in about a couple trips. The shit'll move so fucking fast. You won't move in slow time. Here, men are held back. You know how much experience you probably need and how much money you will be wasting if you over here trying to rack up experience at a later age? Even if you're in your 20s, if you in your 20s or 25 and you start dating in this time, nigga, it would take you 5 years of bullshit in order to deal with this shit. And that'll be a done deal. You'll be in your 30s and you'll be a different person. You'll be a jaded motherfucking person. Overseas, you will find in probably a year or even 2, you will have almost 10, 15 years of experience over there. Shit moves a lot faster and women ain't all on that bullshit. Plus you have an advantage in not being a part of that system, so they can't really fuck with you like they do their own people. They're not comfortable mentally to do that shit to them people. Just like if a guy from UK comes to America, the women are used to fucking over American men in the American system. They're not used to trying to fuck with a guy overseas. Same thing with Africa. Same thing with Africans. Same thing with Latinos. Same thing with India. They're not used to messing with those type of guys. So they won't pull the same shit on them until a later time. And by that time, you could just bounce and leave or get rid of them. Like, yeah, I'm out of here. See you later. Right? I seen it happen before. There's a lot of niggas over here, or there's a lot of immigrant dudes over here running up the gambling on some of these chicks. They running the gamut on some of these chicks. They're banging them out and giving them jobs and everything else, and then they subtly diss the fucking pair, and they let the other dudes clean up the mess.
Shit, bro, I'm telling y'all, and I mean the shit when I say it. That artificial womb shit, bro, that shit was never intended for these Decepticons. It was never intended for that.
You gonna look like Tony Snow's avatar.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is swipe left, nigga.
Now, he in this later on in the stream, he says basically a lot of guys don't want women to have 100% control over themselves because they'll see their moms and sisters and daughters on these same apps while you're out there dating. And he's right. Like I said, he made good points, but then he started to go down the hill later in this.
Fact. Agreeing with like Todd City. I don't agree with anything you trust a woman is your.
We even see the celebrity niggas that bitches chase. Nobody chasing this nigga. We just saying that.
And that's like all.
And also, I want to show you the point of how Zero is sitting there talking about how no girl is out here chasing Michael B. Jordan. But let me go to my Instagram real quick. So you gotta understand, I don't like when people say stupid shit like nobody's feeling Michael B. Jordan, when I can go into his comment section and I can see the fact that this nigga got so many women in different variety of colors trying to fuck with him. So let's go with Michael B. Jordan right here. Now let's go right here. So let's see the different types of women that are under the comment sections of Michael B. Jordan. Mind you, this is March the 5th, and he has 237 likes. Now let's see the type of women who looks. Me here saying, if you're so lonely, I'm here for you. If I was a celebrity. Let's see what she looks like. Wow. She is from another country. She's a singer. This is what Michael B. Jordan, this is the kind of this is Michael B. Jordan's dating options right here. Zero try to sit here and shit on Michael B. Jordan and say Michael B. Jordan not that nigga, because I think Zero's the type of dude who thinks the hood niggas got the best reign or some shit. So this is what Michael B. Jordan have access to. They're not all good looking, but there's Riley, my husband's Easter wedding. I don't hear a word you said, babe. Now, I'm trying to sit back and hear that this guy doesn't have any options or no girls is checking for him, but he got options from black chicks overall. Like, I mean, I can go down a list. Most of these chicks are light-skinned, handsome, and talented. Look, they got him. You got girls from other countries wanting this dude, but somehow, some way, he's nobody's checking for Michael B. Jordan. See, this the kind of biased bullshit that I tell you about when it comes down to this shit. Because the fact is, if you gave every girl in America the chance to date Michael B. Jordan, and you set up a venue and say, who wants to date Michael B. Jordan? We gonna pick 50,000 women out of every city to try to date Michael B. Jordan, and we gonna pick the 50,000 women to try to date him. You know how many of those fucking women gonna be trying to audition to try to date Michael B. Jordan? Let's stop with the bullshit of saying that nobody's checking for Michael B. Jordan because a subsection of women, the lowest form of women, thinking that somehow he's corny. Come on now, Dude had more options than niggas on the panel and niggas even in the rap game more than that. Get the fuck out of here, man. I know for a fact this dude can go into Asian markets. He can go into the Latino markets. He can go into South American markets. He can go in the Indian market. This dude have access to multiple types of women. But somehow, some way, he only locked down to women in this country or women over here. The fuck, yo, y'all gotta stop with this cat bullshit, man. Y'all have to stop this shit, man. Y'all have to stop this, man. Y'all have to stop this type of shit going on, and it's hating that shit, man. Let's look, man. You even got married women in this shit talking about ain't nobody looking at that damn jewelry. I thought I was over you, but I'm not. You got chicks confessing their love to him. I wish I was the jewelry. You got women shooting their shot at this dude. Come on, man. Let's stop this shit, man. Let's stop this shit. These are women who wouldn't give any nigga the time of the day. They're shooting their shot. If Michael B. Jordan told one of these girls, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a free access to sleep in my bed tonight. All y'all gotta do are audition videos to see which one who can be my best lover." I bet you those videos will go fucking viral based off this nigga saying this. Come on, man. Let's stop the shit, man. Let's stop it, man. Let's stop this shit, man. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it, man. Let's stop it. And this video, this picture of him right here alone, it got 1.1 million views. I mean likes. And 5,000 comments. Baby, Daddy, am I your baby? Look at this, man. It is not this whole thing that niggas are sitting here talking about. Y'all can't take zero for what he said, because he acting like niggas, we ain't out here. This is one of the reasons why I have social media, to show y'all niggas that, look, man, this is Japan. This is 2023. Come on, man. He got all this market right here, man. These are Brazilian chicks, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. You got girls all over the world who love this dude. And I know there's Brazilian chicks because I follow some of these girls that follow this dude. Let me check. We got 100 and something neutral people. Right? And some of these girls are Brazilian. And Colombian. We have to stop this shit, man. We have to stop the lies. We have to stop the cap with all this shit, man. You have to stop it, man. You just have to, man.
All the shit, a lot of shit we going on right now, bro, from like social issues, and motherfuckers can't run from it, right?
Remember the average bitch from the hood that put Chris Brown on blast.
So yeah, your boy Zero was trying to downplay how many women that Michael B. Jordan have. So they not checking for him. They're not checking for none of these rappers either. Michael B. Jordan. Let me give you an example. In porn, there was a guy. Mr. Marcus was the guy who always got the women to fuck that would break into the market so basically he would be the in between. He would be women's first sexual experience in porn, right? When they would jump to black dudes, because he was so comfortable, right? He fucked that up, and then they had to create it took 5 or 6, 7 years for to get one dude who would smash all the women, the in-between women, and be their first, right? Michael B. Jordan is the type of dude who can be the guy who can promote that none of us are all like that. We're all outside this. We're not all trapped in a box. Michael B. Jordan was the nigga who actually got a lot of guys overseas more consideration. I would say that Michael B. Jordan was the nigga who literally gave the ability for average dudes to go overseas and get Asian women and Latino women and Indian women and shit, because they like, whoa, this not a rapper. He doesn't have all these tattoos. He don't look like this. This is a presentable guy. I think I'm interested in black dudes. Women all over the world use media to go. They wasn't fucking with these rappers, niggas. Half of these rappers can't go to a country. I say that probably 10% or 5% of these rappers, even the popular ones, couldn't go overseas and clean up. 10%. Only I think about 3% or 4% would be able to clean up and known all over the world, like a Snoop Dogg or a Drake or anybody else. Other than that, those fucking piece of shit dreadhead rappers, man, them niggas are considered weirdos over in other countries.
Remember the 19-year-old Instagram, I shake my ass every day?
Locks and fucking come back.
I fuck some of the friends at different times, but they wait.
I used to like Skittles.
They wait.
Yeah, and she's like an areola-less bitch. I didn't picture her as an areola-less bitch. She's like all nipple, right? No areola almost at all. But niggas was like, okay, cool. But when niggas was like, oh yeah, since TRL, nigga, we've been trying to see these.
You're smooth.
I think you can graduate the album. It's frustrating though, because niggas want that to be true, because it's a projection.